sometimes living your best life is going to a random place, pizza place at that, spending $20 and eating the food in your car and enjoying yourself. Appreciate the fact that you have a car and you can drive to whatever place you want, spend whatever kind of money you got, and eat the food you purchase with it. For the longest time, it took me on and off, over and over again, to understand that it's really the little things that I want to say matter, but on a very deep, deep level. Not everybody has a car. Not everybody can eat this pizza, this specific pizza, right? Not everybody can just enjoy the little things sometimes. And it's really reminding myself, and this is initially why I do it, is the fact that I have a choice. You know, we have so many choices, so many directions we can go, and we have so many food choices that we can choose from. We can look at it as healthy, unhealthy. The light just shut off. We can look at it, have many perspectives about it, but we have a choice at the end of the day, right? We have a choice to choose our perspective. We have a choice to choose what food we eat. We have a choice to choose what car we get, and just where we go in life, right? I like to say follow the yellow brick road, because initially we're all in Oz, the magical world of, you know, Dorothy, and it's one of those things we may not realize it or be aware of it or spiritually in tune with it, but it's something to just like be able to sit back and really reflect on within our own life and be like, where am I at in life? What do I appreciate? What are like the littlest things, right? And this is something that I do my best to do, you know, whether I'm going through it or not, because it's when you find true joy. It's when you find true happiness, because happiness looks different on everyone, and it's experienced differently, I believe. And it's just a beautiful thing to be able to have the choice, the free will to adventure wherever you want to venture at. Mind you, I live in California. I'm not from California. I wasn't raised in California. But ever since I was a kid, I knew I wanted to live in California. And little did I realize how I would get there, right? There was a lot of twists and turns and interesting experiences that I went through to get to where I'm at today. But all those experiences matter. All those things built me up into the person I am today and allowed me to really awaken the person, the spirit that I am. And I'm super grateful for it. I keep saying that in some of my videos. It's not that I'm never grateful, right? And I think I voice the fact that I'm grateful because it's almost as if I have to remind myself that there's so many things that I can look at things in an ungrateful light sometimes, but it doesn't mean I'm not grateful. My journey has not been easy. It's been very interesting, and sometimes I didn't know where my next meal would come from. So I think that's why I appreciate the little things so much, and just finding gratitude within that. The fact that I can go drive in a car that I have, and I used to not have a car. I've had many issues with cars in the past, and I've had many issues with my foundation and my stability. And so it's where I appreciate the fact that now that I have a car, I'm not boggled down to certain options, right? So I didn't have many options or many choices when I didn't have a car. Now that I have a car, I can drive 30 minutes, an hour. I can drive however long I want to away to go find something to eat. And it's appreciating that. It's just finding gratitude within that and accepting that as like there's people that have it worse. I've had it worse, and just and just sitting in my car and eating and enjoying it. And there's so much to that. I feel that I cannot necessarily explain in words right now, because I feel like I'm just like losing my train of thought. But initially I wanted to get on here and just share that I'm living my best life right now, even though I'm sitting in my car and eating in it. But I think it's just so peaceful and so bliss, and there's rain all around me. I'm not too far away from the ocean. There's people that dream about this, right? There's people that desire to either have a car or desire to do certain things. And at one point in time, I desired to do this, just to be able to just drive again, right? And just knowing that it's possible, knowing that your desires are already out there, and it's not impossible to achieve them. Because I once not had a car. I once had not been able to go to any restaurant and purchase this kind of pizza or this kind of, food. And so I'm just so appreciative. And to me, this is like partially living my best life. This is part of living my best life. Living your best life is not all about what most people may explain or see. And that's the beauty of, people's happiness or living their best life looks differently on everybody. So it's truly finding what is living your best life to you, not looking at everybody's life and being envious or jealous or, wanting what they have, because maybe you don't actually want that. Maybe you don't actually desire that. I've been through that experience too, where it's like I desired certain things, but it didn't fill my cup inside. It didn't bring me happiness or peace or joy. I had to discover my own journey, my own path, my own understanding of what happiness is to me. And where do I find peace, and what do I love to do? And this may be weird to somebody else, but to me, it's like the best thing ever. Just being able to go somewhere and order whatever, even if it like, this is not shit food. Obviously, I had intentions on going here, kind of. But it's one of those things where it's just like, you learn by doing, by experiencing. You grow by doing and trusting your intuition. It may not be logical, it may not make much sense, but it's how you feel. And that's what I've learned about myself, as a lot of times I go based off my feelings, and that may not always look the best, but I've learned so much by doing that, and I'm super grateful for that. So I'm gonna shut up now. And I'm going to eat the rest of my pizza. Cheerio.